There we go. Oh. That's good. Just the cover up for the mat. Or, that's good. Screen share, overlay. Yep. I get the mat. Gotta get the fancy thing called the link and send it out. We'll just slap these guys down. Let's build Magic the Gathering. We're gonna share. Got it. Copy link. We're gonna immediately go add a post on Instagram. Just gonna take a picture. We're just gonna do that. Next. Or how do I I don't do this. This is the first time trying to. Oh wait, story. I want to do a story. And yours. Can I import a link? Next. Add a link. Paste. We are MTG Deck building on YouTube. Nathan Ghost. Check. Share. Shouldn't have much of a problem. Convenient. MTG Deck building. Hashtag MTG. Post. It should be fine. I don't know how many people are going to be in here. Since we are low and not very popular. But we are building. So started off, I do only have one of the cards that I'm actually building deck for. I'm getting the other two Wednesday. This is the enter ability one. Flying, if a creature you control that entered this turn will deal damage this turn, it deals twice as much damage instead. So I'm going to be focusing more on Hawkeye, Trickshot, and a couple other things, stuff with haste and all that are heroes. Hero Hunter Tribals nonsense. These two, this one is going to be for the Destined Warrior, which I want to have as my main deck. And then this one is my Devour, the Deceiver one, which is my graveyard. Set these off to the side. I'm actually going to start with some of the basics, things I'm actually going to need to do. For one, put those over to the side. This is my stuff for my graveyard one. I'm wearing these. These are the art tokens for flip cards and day and night token nonsense. These are all full art basic lands of swamp, island, and forest that I've been collecting over a while because I've always been running Sultai and I've been running a Coast Fangkeeper. but I want to change some things up. I want my Sultai to actually be graveyard. So this is just the land base with a command tower for it. I still need, I could finish it out, but I want to get a couple shocks and whatnot in there. I'm gonna first start off with, I have everything in binders. I am one of those crazy people. I have all my magic cards in binders. This alone is my artifacts, enchantments, and lands. This is tokens. This is legendaries. I want to start here because these are my mana rocks, things I will need for my decks. I'm gonna just go over to my mana rocks, and specifically for the mana rocks because I have in turn one Soul Ring here, 2 Soul Rings here, and a 3rd Soul Ring. So illegal, 3 Soul Rings. Ooh, very scary. All different arts. I want to figure out which one I want to go for each deck. It's based on how I feel with them. Probably my most used one is going to get this House of Horror one. My second one is going to get this Lorelei Eclipse. And the final one's going to get this basic Soul Ring. I have every locket, which I'll put in their respectable decks. However, I need to get... You can't have a Soul Ring without 1... 2... 3. 3 Arcane Signets, 3 Soul Rings, 3 Deks. I'm going to use the one I already have first to figure out which talismans I want to use for them. I think none of them share 2 or more card type colors. Except if I could edit this one real quick. I'm gonna copy. No, hold up. I have them saved on my phone. I want to duplicate it because I want them all up in the front of my phone, or I could just go take another screenshot off of my box. I could just use my box. Give me a screenshot. Mainly, I want the full art secret layer drop version of the graveyard one of Kratos. Yokus? Oh, my brain shut off. I want the full art version of Yori the Discreeter, which is decent. It's not the expensive version, but it is the version since I already have full art of this. And the Destined Warrior only has the full art version. They all have different card types. I have 2 Demirs, which I have multiple Demir lockets. So I have 1 Demir and 2. So let me grab those. I have these 2 here, 2 Demir lockets, both to do decks. I need a Golgari. I need an Azorius, and I need a Selesnya lockets. For you, I also need my Boros locket. I have a Gruul locket I can grab. I have an Orzhov and a Simic locket. So I can have... So there's 1 locket for each, 2 lockets for each, 3 lockets for each. Because the lockets pay for themselves. I'm going to give my Simic locket to Yarsai. My, you don't have green and you do. You have red. No, I don't have red and green. Oh, I don't need. I only need the black and white. The green. So Simic. I need what? Red and do I have an extra? Which one do I have? Oh, red and black. Rakdos. Okay, never mind. I'm good. So, for Nerve of the Storm, my Rakdos Locket, the Destined Warrior, and Yarok. So each one will have 3 lockets. Each one will have a soul, their own respected lockets. They'll each have an Arcane Signet and Soul Ring. Okay. Destined Warrior. I'm grabbing out my major ones. The major mana rocks for things. And then I'm going to separate them into their own areas. Based on where I think they would fit the best. I have a couple duplicate ones and a couple other ones that all I want to add. All right. These are all the mana rocks, so I ain't gonna really screw around with these at the moment, except the mana rocks, which these are all the mana rocks I'm gonna use for all 3 decks. Because these are going to help make the curve better since a lot of them aren't green. Actually, only one of them has green in it, and it's a graveyard, so it's mostly about milling. I'm going to start with the good old basic Arcane Signet, Soul Ring. So we got 1 Arcane Signet, 2 Arcane Signet. I like this art in the order. Yeah, I like this one. This one's cool. It's a actual ring that's stamped, so it becomes a signet. This one's a rock. I like the rock one, and then this one's just a necklace. So I think since in the order of this, my House of Horror is going with the Lord of the Rings one. The Lord of the Eclipse one, and then my basic Soul Ring with the other Arcane Signet. Okay, let's see. I don't actually think I need the Selena. Oh, I need to figure out a different one. I don't have a green and white one. 3, 2, 3, 3. Okay. One of them ain't gonna have an extra locket. I don't think. Let me check. Because I think the only other locket I have is it. I don't need an Is It locket. I don't need Is It, I don't need Rakdos, and I don't have another one for that. So we will see. Okay. It's in order. This one's gonna be my graveyard one. You're gonna be in the center here. So I know which ones go where. You are a graveyard, so you get the. You'll probably have the least because you're gonna need those 2. My white and blue. You're also gonna have the green. That one. You get the black. You get you. You are red. So no, you get Boros and Orzhov. This one gets Dimir. Three lockets, 2 lockets, 3. My main deck's gonna have the Monolith, Bender's Water Skin, Darksteel Inket, and the Ring of Lucille, which is a 4-cost Soul Ring. that lets me tap into a creature. My Nervin is going to get a Your Golem's Eye, which is a 4-drop Soul Ring, a Mind Stone, a Herrick's Banner, a Command Spear, and a Blitz Ball, just to make up for the extra mana curve lost with having this set up. So we just put the mana rocks all together for each one. Let me make sure they're all in frame-ish. You can tell which ones are which. And for my thing, I'm going to put in the Herrick's Banner, the Astronia Cornucopia, because I'm going to have, there's an infinite combo I can have in Soul Tide that makes infinite mana, and if I can put infinite mana into something to guarantee a benefit, it would be good. A Spinning Wheel, Mind's Weather Machine, Blitz Ball, and a Findix Core, which is a changeling, which I actually want to switch out for the Mind Stone in my Nerve Heart, because this is for, since I'm going to have enter ability that do damage, which is going to be Hawkeye, I'm going to have the changeling one, which lets me make which one the centers will proc that ability. So then there is this mana for this one. Now I'm going to move to the land. I do 38 lands. I don't have anything. I don't really revolve on landfall triggers and whatnot, because I don't really feel like that. So I'm going to put these aside with the commanders, or to the left here. Land thing. We're just going to start. I have 3 command towers. Everything I have is in pair 3, because I have got 2 precons, and then I have individually myself ordered a Soul Ring and a yada yada yada, Soul Ring and Arcane Signet combo. I don't really run Farewell Stone. I prefer having the colors on my own, especially because I play colors that not a lot of my friends play with. So it's better to make sure I don't have to deal with stuff. 3 command towers. In my art design, it's like this, so that's what it's going to be. This is a Brutic Blood one, which I like. It's I don't know which set it's from. I actually don't know which. That one's I ordered. House of Horror down here. Laurel Eclipse. These are the precons. I did a House of Horror precon for Dust Toll, which is a Graveyard Exile. And I've done a Laurel Eclipse, which is an Annie the Ghoul and Reaper King Blight deck. So, in terminology, like all the Laurel Eclipse things, going with the Laurel Eclipse type setup, even though it's not really a setup, but I just like the setup for those. However, I have 2 exotic orchards, and I want to pair. I have 2 exotic orchards paired up with Path of Ancestry, which being able to scry is going to be better in this one. That's the only reason I'm giving it to this one. I want to quickly look at my 3-drop lands just to see if I have anything that matches all the colors. White, red, no. I have Mystic's Mastery, Step, and Note. I do not have anything that will benefit from that. However, I'm going to go over to my next setup, which are my shock lands. I'm doing my Sultai Graveyard one first. So once I get through all of the lands here, I actually need to take out 1 piece of an infinite combo from there, and a Steen, and then a milling one, and then a Prosperity, sacrifice, destroy target non-basic land, little land destruction, actually never hurt anybody. People say it's not a good thing to have, but people hate it. I don't really care. Temple of the False Gods. It just helps later on with mana curves, especially because I don't do a whole bunch of stuff with those. Actually, I'm pretty sure with just these alone, I don't actually need any more lands. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Yeah. This will be the land. This is the land base for my graveyard deck, Sultai, because Sultai is like the deck I've been building for. I plan on getting a thick, like extra order one for this deck. I don't have one. I only have 2 because I got one with the deck box, and then one of my friends gave me one. So, I don't want to move to my basic lands yet. I wanted to look at my color schemes to do a proper figuring out. This one's, I'm going to say complete. This one is going to be in this box, a Final Fantasy actual Magic the Gathering box. This is where this deck's going to be. For now, I'm just going to store the cards in here. I have the sleeves. I will be sleeving. I just need to get them moved to that side. Out the way. My color scheme for So I don't need any of my greens. I need to go and look at my whites and blues, which I should have. I have a Gleaming Bastion, which is good. Zorov's Gateway. Tranquil Clove. Before I move any further, let's go check out other colors. It's like because I don't. You use white and black, but I want to. So you're gonna go up there. Two enters with that. I'll throw you up here along with Scorched Barrens. Having tap lands, you only want to have 6 of them. If you have more than 6, you're gonna end up behind. You are that one. I don't. The red in the top. No, I actually want to. I'll actually be able to do more with this. Because enters unless you control a mountain or swamp. I should have 2 basic lands. And then the hard tap one. So 3, these are 5. Then I will use I'll use an artifact indestructible land. So that's 6. Just so they'll have a more stable-ish mana curve for this deck here. No, wait. I was doing the top one, wasn't I? I was doing the top one, wasn't I? Yes, I was. Okay. Me foolish. Foolish I am. Foolish I might. Okay. Painland, because this is for the top one. The top one is white. So actually, I can just move all the red ones here. Because that's my tap land. Activate if only you control thing. A couple of those ones. So 1 tap, 2 tap, 3, 4, 5. 5 you, 2 of you. This is a good, decent little setup. I need white, black, red, white. I don't know if I have red, white. That's actually one of the. That might be like the one dual lands that I don't actually have is red and white, which would be surprising. Oh, I do have red and white. All right. Boros Gateway. I have 1. So these are not fully gonna be tapping lands. These are my tap lands. So 2 more. Northern Creek and Asgardian Cap. Those lands are here. Let me figure out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 minus 38 is 27. 27 can be divided by 3 equally to have 9 of each. I know I'm not going to need 9 of each basic land. I'm going to need majority red for mountains because a lot of my spells I'm going to be using are red. 3. 3. 3. This is 9. I'm doing 5 more of these ones. So, tree with 2. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 plus 11 makes 25. So 25 minus 38 is 13. 13 for it to be a good setup is 8 and 7. I have more knowing of I'm going to have more white in here. So I'm actually going to do a 9 and 6. Because you always want to have your mana base be stronger towards what you have the most of. I have the most mountain heroes. So I'm going to do 9. And then I have the second most in white. And then the third most in black. So there's going to be only 6 swamps. That will become my 38 lands for this. And I will count. Just counting to make sure you're always at the right number so you don't have over or under the amount of cards you need in your deck. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 40 lands. We drop a swamp and a plains. Now we're at 38. So you always got to double check. I'm fine with dropping a swamp and a plains. No, too real hard. That's been done with me doing that. Now I have that and the mana rocks, the commander. These are going into this Green Lantern. 1. These are empty sleeves for tokens. Which there will be tokens for this deck. I know that one. This is just to put them in here. This doesn't actually fit. I actually stored these ones in my main commander box, which is this fancy one. So that's where I'm going to put him. And the fancy one is the fancy Magic the Gathering sleeves that are actual Wizards of the Coast sleeves for this deck, which will be my Destined Warrior Voltron, because I am a Voltron player. My Sultai, last Sultai deck was a Voltron, which is why our majority of the artifacts that are in stuff that's going into that deck is going to be coming from. But last, certainly not least, is that said Voltron Sex lands. We have a Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Temple of the False Gods, 2, 4. So we have 10 of these. I don't actually have a preference. Believe it or not, a lot of my artifacts I put in this deck are going to be colorless. So I'm just going to do an even amount. I have 10, 18, makes that 28. 28 is a divisible of 7 at 4. I only have 3 colors. The closest I can get to that is 9. So there will be 20. So there will be 9 of each basic land types of white, blue, and black. I'm going to specifically find as many of my full art lands as I can for these colors that are not being used, which that is it for the plains, which is 3. The Crimson Vow lands are my favorite full art lands. If anyone even cares, if anyone ever sees this, or if I make any clips about it, the Crimson Vows are these black and white clean ones. I really like the art. My goal is for all my decks to eventually just be those full art lands. There's one in every package of Play Booster pack of a random land type. I have not pulled a mountain one yet, but that to me was a good thing because I never use mountains. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I need a thing for my swamps. So I just need one of these pages. 1. Three. 6, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That's 10. Makes 37. So I'm just going to go grab another dual land. Actually, I'm going to grab a Pain color of any type land. Actually, Daily Bugle Building. That's what I'm going to actually add. Because it lets me tap it to give a legendary creature I control menace. However, it already is going to have menace. So that one I really want to add. No, I'm going to switch out Daily Path daily Bugle Building with Multiversal Passage. It's a pain land that lets me enters when I enter choose a land type. It will enter as whatever land I have. It will enter tap unless I pay 2 life, which I will pay 2 life, as this deck's going to have a lot of life gain, as it's a Voltron, and life gain is going to be a big part of a combo I have set up for this. But that is the lands. That is the Mana Rocks. And I will have the Commander Wednesday. I will slide the sleeves back to fit the cards in here, because I'm going to do these one at a time, which actually I might as well just start with the Voltron. I want to do these one at a time, and I'm going to do them in the order of which I care about, so I don't mess up any other decks. I'm going to grab I'm going to go grab a drink. Real quick. As I need one. All right. I don't have and as people say, you should always make sure you have lands that do what your decks do. That's why I put the milling one in the mill one. I made sure of that. I need to flip a couple pages to my equipment. But I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna go a little bit ahead. Grab a couple of certain artifacts I'm going to use. Weapon rack. This enters with 3/1 counters on it. I can move the 1/1 counters over to another thing. Let's see. I should have, if I am not mistaken. Yeah, right here. Costume closet. This enters with 2 things on it. Move it. Whatever. So it's basically a weapon rack, but different. And key to the city. Discard a card. Up to 1 target creature you control cannot be blocked this turn. Super powerful, especially for a deck like this. I'm going to first look through here for my job select. That one's actually a freaking decently priced card, actually. Because I was looking that one up. That one's actually like one of the more expensive ones. Out of job select. No, I'm just an idiot. Makes sense. Must find a different one. Alright, anyways. For Destined Warrior, I want job select. On the ones I can do. Because the job select ones are Final Fantasy based effects. That when they enter, they create a card which isn't a card of types. Well, I need the card of types to be here if I want to have the actual commander's effect. So I have so far Dark Knight's Greatsword, which will create a token that if it's equipped to it, will give it Knight, and that one gives it Wizard. I need what? I have to constantly bring up my phone. I even need blue and white. I have Paladin's Arms, which will make Thing of Night. I have Sage's Nothing. Actually, I have a lot more of these than I thought I would have. That I thought I had. All right, 4 out of the actually like the 6 I can actually have isn't bad. Actually, I'm not mad about this. These 4 are good and useful. for just boosting. Next, I want one of each of my equipments that do a certain thing. This one is going to fall under this one as it creates a colorless shapeshifter with changeling. It's every creature type. It can fill the roles that I need that needs to be filled. I'm going to start all the way on this side, as some of these equipments actually are pretty insane on what they do. Because Voltron is the thing I have spent the most amount of money on. We'll start with a Whispering Cloak, gives it Shroud, and cannot be blocked. I'm going to move the bright sleeves. Dunan's Blade. Creature gets +2/+1. It's only a 1 cost equip if it's a human, which is what we like. A 2-drop, Vigilance and Reach. Another Vigilance. Let's see. A 1-drop with thing. Executioner Hood. Colossal Hammer. Bone Saw. Cothran's Shield. Traveler's Boot. Trailblazer Boots. Gravel of Righteousness. We got a Destined Tool. Force Shard's Blade. We are going to give it, let's see, the Pitchfork. 2, 3. This one's a boost and it's attack. That one, actually, I'm gonna bring this one back. I'm gonna throw out my Scythe Claw. And I should have in my thing a Gilded Pythrons. I'm going to get my handy dandy calculator. 38 + 1 as I have the commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you. So I'm at 48. 5 of you. 3 of you. And for these equipments, at least, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm at 75. There's one thing I do need out of here. I need to find it. Right here. Master Steel Ingot. At Mastery of Agility, it lets me have it enter as a copy of anything on the field. So that puts us at 76 on our cards. I'm going to grab the creature I want out of here. since it has white in its color scheme, I will be able to throw Irradiant on sprint through. At the beginning, you may attach any number of auras and equipments you own to target permanent or player. This is what is in a very powerful partner combo thing. That's CDH level. But I digress. I really don't care what it is or what it isn't. It's the only other creature I really want in this deck. Actually, try this with Ash, Princess of You. Plus another 1. And the colors that you are, I don't think there's anything that will benefit me from having equipment on the field. Set this aside. Now I'm going to bring this over. These are all my auras this year. Okay, let's see. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for every enchantment you control and has first strike. My thing already has first strike, but it's good benefitter. Unholy Strength gets +2/+1. Enchant non-black creature. I can't do that one. However, this one lets me get some card draw. Same as this one and this one. Enchant creature gets +1/+3. I need something. Do I have Candlelight Virtue? No. Candlelight Veg gets +3/+2 vigilance. This gives Totem Armor. This gives Regenerate. This gives +3/-3. This gives. Did I grab the one that? Okay, Intimidate is a good one. This one gives it Poisonous 3, which basically just gives it Infect. So now it can give poison counters to players if they just make it so they can't lose the game. We just guarantee that if they ever lose their thing, whatever is giving them protection, it goes bye-bye and they're screwed. I'm looking for a very precise one. I already have Twist Experiment, but Dark Favor. Ashland's Favor. This gives protection from any color of my choosing. This gives it Lifelink. This gives it +X+0. This gives Holy Strength. This gives Magical Combo piece, Brittle Magic, and then for my last one from the new Marvel set, Super Soldier Serum, because it gets First Strike and Vigilance. And I think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19, 20, 21, 22. Plus 22. This is exactly 100 cards. However, I'm going to remove Twisted Experiment for one reason. There's a card in here. Inside my legendary. Oh, there's actually a few. Actually, hold up. Never mind. There's a few cards I actually have to take out. So I have these 4 legendary, and one's not legendary. I just want to keep them together because I knew they were going to go in here. Cosmic Cube, Sarmanian, Athenian Prion, and Whip of Embros. This gets to replace some of the things in here. I'll get rid of that one. I don't need super intelligence. I don't really card draw. They lose half their life. I don't care. I'll actually take you back for super intelligence. I will, in turn, I'll actually remove these 2 as well. I'll remove Costume Cosmic and Weapon Rack as I don't really have a use for them. The 1/1 counters are nice, just not really at the moment. I can scale so much faster without them. 100 cards, 100 years, 100 whatnots. And then this one's an aura. That won't go there. You can go there. Move Twisted Experiment. I flip all the way to the equipment. Just put you in here. And then these 2 over here. The artifacts. That's 1 deck done. Now, I just have to sleeve this. The fun process. So I'm going to go silent as I start this tedious process. This ain't supposed to be in here. Did I screw up the pile of which these are in? No. Scorch Plains. Right. Swamps, Plains, Islands. Did I put the wrong one in here then? Horizontal. Sure. White, blue, and black. You're not red, you're white, blue, and black. So I'll switch out my Rakdos rocket for this Orzhov rocket. first deck built. Okay, we gotta get our heroes of this color. sleeve bin. See, math time. 38 plus 1 equals the commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 mana rocks, make that 47. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28. That's 28. Makes that 75. I need me one other hero in here. Because they use me for being a rogue. Just to put the course space here. Right here. Plus 1 makes that 76. I need my enchantments. There is a legendary artifact in here. I need. Okay, let's look in here. How the host must be. How the host will be hidden inside my artifacts. Grab you out. Grab you out. Okay, I'll just put the other card in that legendary binder. Yeah, I gotta go to enchantment. These 2 sagas. Creature of a chosen type enters. A Hawkeye's bow for the equipment. I'm actually going to throw in a Planner Portal, which is a 6 drop, 6 cost, tap artifact tutor. Let you go search for a card and put it into your hand. I think that enchant creature gets haste. Enchant land can make it so a creature gets haste and a creature can't be blocked this turn. So these are all mine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Plus 10 makes that 26. Only one that's not a creature. I have no clue. All right, I'm not gonna really sit down and think about that. I can't find it. Albeit, it's basically it gives Joe to the Unifier before creatures, but for legend, just Joe to Unifier in an artifact form. But not really too weird. All right. I want to first start off going all the way over to white sorceries. Create 2, 3 of 2. All right. Faithless Looting. Majority of my black spells are just going to be a bring up for food. I'm out. 86. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, 99. And then a decoy back. So plus 1 makes that 100. Now I have another 100 cards for a deck. Now, just the process of sleeving the second deck. The only legal deck. All right. One last deck. That's the graveyard. So I now have 38 plus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I grab out my thing. 38 plus 1 plus 11 makes me at 50 even. This one is going to be reading certain cards and elements. One, I want to make sure I have a strong source. Makotis, page over twice. Dratha. Let's see. That Blight's 2. Infinite Blight combo could be possible. Yeah, why not? And basically Blight every turn with Muldroth, with Hyperfin Morcant, and then having a Cultist of Absolute to make sure I can constantly sacrifice Muldrotha to bring her back. And commander creatures I control get yada yada yada. Oh, here's Hero's Podium. That's what I was needing for my hero deck, which is in here. I'm gonna remove Command Spear from that. Put Hero's Podium, because this will let me be able to go through this way quicker. Way quicker. Do I have Command Spear in this already? Endstone, Blitz, Weather Machine. No. I'll throw Command Spear in here. Mainly because I'm going to be milling a bunch of cards, and if I'm going to mill a bunch of things, I'd rather have the chance of milling the bad thing. Have like one of the worst mana rocks milled. Okay. Let's see. Whenever you enter, you will cause stuff to happen. Right, this enters. You do stuff. You have whenever you enter. Mill cards. All right, my Planeswalkers. Mana. Keybuse. Keybuse. The Poison Walker. That one. Whenever this enters, whenever you enter, landfall triggers double. So that's for that. You enter. So you'll do 6 cards. I don't plan on winning by combat damage. I plan on winning by milling. Savage Land. Where is he? Fusion Man. Whenever he enters, create X Fusion tokens. That ability will be doubled. This will just give everything trample. So if I need to, I can make one big boof creature. And if not, then yeah. I think that's all the legendaries I need. I want out of here. Turn 1 scribe. Turn 1 you let me put stuff in there. And then I can actually have my commander become a copy of a target creature, of another target creature. So I have currently what? I'm at 51. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Plus 23. 74. I can quickly find that planeswalker of mine. Oh, wait. What's a planeswalker? Here, that'd be good. You. Plus 1. Plus 1. There we go. So the number of each time to counter on a target creature. I'm just gonna have a bunch of creatures. Oh, number of counters, huh? Okay, cool. There's infinite combos in here. I need you out of the way. I need you. There's not much I actually want out of here. Mulch, roots, window, you. If there would be anything. Oh, I can't hear you. Instance, one just I just want to have just 2, 3 counter spells. Oh, there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 8. Okay. Yes. All right. Out of my enchantments. Blue binder. The blue binder. Okay. Mill a card. No card. No. Okay, I need my big binder now. Provided that I have surprisingly not had to break it. No, I just need to go to. There it is. Favorite little one drop. There we go. There's 3 more cards. That make up another 100 of the 3rd deck. Three colors for 3 that. Oh, I could have had 6 decks at once. I think I've had 6 decks at once. Never actually buy more sleeves when I don't need to. But now I actually have them all in one place, so I actually know how many I have. All 3 decks are done. I'm going to get the Commanders Wednesday. We'll be running this thing. I'm off to sleep. I'm out. Bye.